Hello traders, this is David from Wave Trader. I want to show you a buy trade I took on the New Zealand Swedish franc pair, the NzdChf, and the trade is still in progress, and I took it based on what I saw on the daily chart, and I want to show you what I was thinking and how I got into the trade. So looking through the pairs yesterday, I looked at the NzdChf and I determined that it was probably going to make a move up based on what I was saying here. But let's look at it from the monthly chart. So on the monthly chart, you can see here that it has been in a downtrend for a while, since last year actually. It created a wave top situation here, which has brought us down to this place. So right now, based on what I'm seeing on the monthly chart, we are probably in the fourth wave. Okay, so if we're counting waves, first wave here, second, this whole thing is third, and then this is the fourth. And if we are looking at the retracement values of this thing, then it makes sense that taking the retracement value on the monthly chart from here down to this place, it will give us somewhere in this region as the 55 to 62% retracement, and you can see that that's where my price target is. So when I analyzed it from the monthly yesterday and I saw that it had formed an inverted hammer slash spinning top here, I knew that there was potential for this move to go up. So let's look at the weekly chart now. And on the weekly, I saw that there was a defined wave bottom situation, because bear in mind that it was yesterday I saw this, and already it had already formed this wave bottom. So even though I took my value on the daily, let's look at it. If we were to take our weekly APAC value from here to this point, you can see that we have price targets going way up here, but I don't really think that it's going to go that high. It might eventually get to the third target, but I'm more of the mindset that it might not even get to the first target. But bear in mind that this is the weekly. So from where the market is now currently to the first target, that's roughly 250, about 260 pips, okay? So, and this is where my price target is at 100 and about 100 and well, from where I entered the market, it's 164 pips. That is very good for me. Okay, I don't really care if it gets to this place, because I know that the market is still in a downtrend. You can see the defined wave top here, first wave, second. Okay, this is an extended wave, so this is the third wave. So we are in the fourth wave now. All right, so we are trading the fourth wave. So going to the daily chart, you can see now that we have an incidence of positive divergence here. Okay, it took the market up, it came down again, and then it now formed from this is the positive divergence. But looking at it from this low to this point, you can see that by taking the levels from here to here, you can see how price respected the 79% retracement level. Okay, and usually when market has been in a particular direction, up or down, and it begins to reverse, it respects the 79% level a lot more often than not. So of course, seeing this yesterday and seeing all these reversal candles here, I knew that there was a possibility of this market going up. So going to the 4-hour chart, you can see this mess going on here, and this is why it's so important for you to analyze from the monthly down, because if you were to see this on the 4-hour chart, you won't know what to do, you won't know what to think, because we have a series of this is a channel, and we have another channel here, and right now the market is pushing out of this particular channel. There's a possibility of it retracing again, and I believe if it gets to this resistance area here at the 38% level here, it will still be resisted and retrace back a ways. Okay, but that's not a problem, because you can see that we have a very good wave bottom situation on the 4-hour. Okay, and you can see MACD is crossed and just beginning its upward move. So this looks like a very strong trend, even on the 4-hour chart. So if we look at it from the 1-hour chart, I took this trade on the 1-hour chart. Okay, as at the time I wanted to take the trade, I believe I took that trade somewhere in this region. It was a market order I placed. Okay, unfortunately you can see that I had a drawdown, but because I had analyzed it and I knew that the trend was going to go up, I just hung on. I didn't even place a stop because I was sure of what I was looking at. So the market retraced and went up, and then when it went up, when I saw that it was about to break out of this zone, I placed another order again. Okay, so after doing all this, you can see what happened. So right now I'm in profit of from the bottom trade to this place is 19 pips, and the second one I took is 12 pips or so. So I want it to get to about 20 pips, and then I'm going to lock in my profits. But so far, based on what I've seen from the weekly, the strong wave bottom situation, this is just like what we saw here. You can see how this move pushed right up to this point. So there's a possibility of this market actually reaching the third level. If we take the retracement value of this third wave on the weekly chart all the way to this point, you can see that our 62% level is here. So that makes our 55% somewhere in this region. So from where I entered the market to that place, that's over 300 pips. Okay, but I'm not going to be greedy. In fact, this profit target that I set here, there's a possibility I might close the trade way before then, because this will take a very long time. But provided I know that the direction is up, I can always watch the market on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour chart, and then as the market retraces, I can just keep scaling my trades and making more, taking more long positions as I see them. Okay, so that's my take on New Zealand CHF. Thanks and happy trading.